Ladies and gentlemen, like, comment, and subscribe. You are back tuned into the bird's nest. Fly Eagles fly. You're now tuned into the Flyers. We got to touch upon these wide receivers. Update.
MTC Beats.
Have parted ways with young Adrian Killins. A move I foresaw from the jump. Definitely wasn't going to make it in the running back room, even though he has elite speed. They signed him to a 2-year deal. I don't know why. At least they gave him some money for his troubles. And then, he went to camp, didn't really get no time in the running backs, and they basically just had him over there with the wide receivers. And they've actually had him listed as a wide receiver. He did not make it, so they cut him. They have also moved young Hakeem Butler, tight end from last year, experimental type guy. He was a wide receiver in college. Eagles signed him off of the Arizona Cardinals, and they turned him into a tight end. Well, now they're turning him back into a wide receiver. Now, for this move, I like, because if this guy can get his head out of his butt and ball like I know he can, like I saw him do in college, and ball, right? He's the only big body possession receiver we currently have fighting for a roster spot. So that should give him a chance to make the roster as a wide receiver. 6'5", 220. They called him Baby Megatron. Like, you can see his highlights. I made videos on him. You can check them out. Like, this guy has potential, but yet we don't see nothing when it comes. Like, you hear nothing about him doing training camp so far. Nothing about him, shining against the Patriots and this joint practices that have been going on. I don't know what's up with Hakeem Butler. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Is he not getting thrown to enough? Like, I don't understand. I know if he gets an opportunity, this guy needs to shine. So, Quez Watkins, the man, the myth, the legend, has begun his tenure as a threat for the Philadelphia Eagles. This guy's speed is electrifying. He's making play after play. He out there cooking these freaking dirty, stinking Patriots, the team I hate the most after the Dallas Cowboys, right? They robbed us and burnt us of a freaking championship. We had McNabb and TL. That's neither here nor there, because remember, they cheated, and it was a fact. They found out they cheated, and they ain't rescinding their freaking championship. I'm still sick about that. Anyway, so, he out there cooking these balls. Jalen Mills came back. He signed with the freaking Patriots. He's doing nothing but getting burnt on double moves out there still. Get his head blown off. Nelson Aguilar, still out there dropping passes. That's what he do. So we see why these gentlemen are no longer with us, and they're hoping that Mr. Belichick can coach them into good form. Anyway, the threats that we have on offense now with the weaponry of these young wide receivers is starting to come into form. We are starting to see the potential, and hopefully Mr. Moorhead, the wide receivers coach, can get the best out of these guys. We're talking about Quez Watkins. We're talking about Rager, who has been lighting it up as of late after getting his head chewed off by the freaking head coach, Mr. Sirianni. So now Rager started to get hungry. He out there making plays and catches and athletic catches, one-handed joints. He go get it ball, and all of a sudden, now he's looking like the threat we all know he could have been. Right. Which is why we drafted him in the first round. So, Quez Watkins, Jalen Rager, Devontae Smith. of course, Mr. Fulgham, right? Bright spot from last year. Came out of nowhere, shocked the world, right? Out there balling. He's still balling at practice, still burning people, still catching passes. He dropped a couple though, but you know, Travis Fulgham. Listen, man, I'm just saying he's like our possession receiver at the moment. Young guy. All these guys are 25 and under. You got Greg Ward, Hakeem Butler, and then of course the two dynamic tight ends, the best tight end tandem in the league, Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Eagles are going to be a problem. As long as we can keep that boy clean in that pocket, Sirianni call up some good plays, I think the Eagles are going to sit there and shock a lot of people. They think we sweet, and I love it. Every time the Eagles are underdogs, we shine. Every time we underrated and overlooked, we shine. It's when we're overhyped that we don't meet expectations. Let me know what you think in the comments. Fly Eagles fly. You're tuned into the Flyers.